Normal distribution. Suppose the diameter at breast height, in inches, of trees of a certain type is normally distributed with mean 8.8 and standard deviation 2.8, as suggested in the article, Simulating a Harvester, Forwarder Softwood Thinning, Forest Products Journal, May 1997, 36 to 41. What is the probability the diameter of a randomly selected tree will be at least 10 inches? Will exceed 10 inches? Will exceed 20 inches? What is the probability that the diameter of a randomly selected tree will be between 5 and 10 inches? What value C is such that the interval 8.8 minus C, comma, 8.8 plus C includes 98% of all diameter values? And 4 trees are independently selected. What is the probability that at least one has a diameter exceeding 10 inches? Linear combinations of normal random variables are normal. Let x1, x2, and x3 represent the times necessary to perform 3 successive repair tasks at a certain service facility. Suppose they are independent, normal RVs, with expected values mu1, mu2, and mu3, and variances sigma squared 1, sigma squared 2, and sigma squared 3, respectively. A. If mu1 equals mu2 equals mu3 equals 60, and sigma squared 1, sigma squared 2, sigma squared 3 are all equal to 15, calculate the probability that 150 is less than x1 plus x2 plus x3, which is less than or equal to 200. Using the same mu1 and sigma squared 1 as in part A, calculate the probability that 58 is less than or equal to 62. If mu1 is equal to 40, and mu2 is equal to 50, mu3 is equal to 60, sigma squared 1 is equal to 10, sigma squared 2 is equal to 12, and sigma squared 3 is equal to 14. Calculate P of x1 plus x2 is greater than or equal to 2 of x3. Central limit theorem. The breaking strength of a rivet has a mean value of 10,000 psi and a standard deviation of 500 psi. What is the probability that the sample mean breaking strength for a random sample of 40 rivets is between 9,900 and 10,200? If the sample size had been 15 rather than 40, could the probability requested in A be calculated from the given information? If so, compute the probability. If not, what additional information would be needed? 4. Central limit theorem and sample sizes. Suppose the sediment density, grams per centimeter, of a randomly selected specimen from a certain region is normally distributed with mean 2.65 and standard deviation 0.85, suggested in Modeling the Sediment and Water Column Interactions for Hydrophobic Pollutants. Water Research, 1984, 1169 to 1174. A. If a random sample of 25 specimens is selected, what is the probability that the sample average sediment density is at most 3.000? B. How large a sample size would be required to ensure that the probability in part A is at least 0.99? Binomial approximation. When circuit boards used in the manufacture of compact disc players are tested, the long-run percentage of defectiveness is 5%. Suppose that a batch of 250 boards has been received, and that the condition of any particular board is independent of that of any other board. What is the approximate probability that at least 10% of the boards in the batch are defective? What is the approximate probability that there are exactly 10 defectives in the batch?